Hey everybody, it's Monday. We're here with a special guest, Allie Davis, who's a local children's author. And we're talking about it's Read Across America Week, which is so exciting. Kicked off with Dr. Seuss's birthday, in case you missed it over the weekend. But she's here to talk about her book. How's it going this morning?
Going well, yes. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, so you're a children's author, and your book is called Clara and the Constellations.
That's
Tell
right.
us about your book.
Yeah, I wrote it several years ago, inspired by my own children and their love for the night sky, and family members of mine who've always loved the night sky and helped me engage with the stars and the constellations. And my little girls would come out in the front yard and jump up and say, I want to catch the moon. I want to catch the moon. And so I wrote about a little girl named Clara who actually does that. And then constellation animals come to life and engage with her and start a game of catch. So it was
Oh,
published in
wow.
August.
That is so fun. So tell me about your journey to become a children's author because I've heard that's more difficult really than writing a regular book. I've heard children's space is a little more difficult to get into.
Yeah, so I have loved to write since I was a little girl and have been creatively writing all my life, really. And I have a journalism degree. And so I've written for a lot of other people and been an editor for other books for years and several companies and organizations here in Nashville in the Middle Tennessee area. And last year, when I went through a job transition, it was just obvious that it was time to go after the stream of becoming a children's book author and taking the story that I'd already written, working with an editor. And then I have my own independent publishing house, Fascinate Books. And so a lot of research, a lot of learning. There's a ton of tools out there for authors to help us get our books in the hands of children. So it's been an incredible journey. I really have loved it. And it's only the beginning. This is a series. I'm working on the sequel, and I have
Oh,
a bunch of other ideas too.
nice. Tell me about because I think the important thing with children's books is the illustration. So tell
Yeah.
me how you put that together.
So I worked with a illustrator in Canada, Kachinko, and she's fantastic. We connected through some social media sites and websites specifically for authors and illustrators to find each other, and had seen some samples of her work. And she actually is award winning and was recently featured in some famous festivals and is really up and coming for her work. And so I'm so privileged to have her. She did a fantastic job in the illustration. So I was the kind of art director and helped guide the process, but she brought it to life and did a fantastic job.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing that I love about children's books. I mean, the story, obviously, but really the artwork that goes with it is
Yes.
always really fun and engaging.
Same here. And I am not an artist myself as far as the visual arts goes, but I really love working with people who have that gift and help ideas to life.
Yeah. Tell me about, I was just reading some statistics about reading to children, reading to your children,
Mhm.
and reading out loud. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it helps your children have a strong foundation when they enter school. If they've been read to daily or almost daily, they're exposed to something more like 290,000 more words in the English language as they enter school. And so that's going to help them as they begin to learn to read and write. So it's a huge part, and it's our job as children and parents and educators. As parents and educators, to come alongside the kids and help them.
And so that's what you're doing tomorrow. Tomorrow, you're going to go read to some kids your book. Is this the first time you've had a public reading to kids?
No, this will be my fourth school.
Okay.
So been a real privilege last fall, and then just the past few weeks, I've done two other readings, one locally and one in Indiana, and then I have this one coming up. There's one coming up at the Frist sometime later this spring. Me and some other local authors partnering with the Frist. So yeah, it's a real privilege.
As you read to these children and read your book, what is some of the reactions you get back? And are you surprised sometimes about what the kids react to?
It is so fun. Yes, sometimes they'll have specific questions, but the third graders at Lipscomb Elementary just a few weeks ago were so engaged and so excited and had so many questions, everything from, what's your favorite constellation and tell us more about your children to, different questions about space. And it was Space Week at Lipscomb Elementary. So yeah, it's so fun. Sometimes they want to see certain pictures and look at it more closely and understand what the characters are like and how I came up with the names. And it's really, really fun. So,
I see the book on your bookshelf behind you. Show us a close up. Tell people where they can go find that because it sounds so fun. Only saw a little bit of it.
absolutely. It's you can find information at my website, alliedavis.net. It's on Amazon. It's carried a few places locally, and I'm still getting it into more shops and retailers. So yes, here it is, Clara and the Constellations.
So cute.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Clara, I'm impressed that she got to catch the moon because some nights it does look like it's so low we could touch it, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, thanks for joining us this morning and good luck with your book. And you guys go read to your kids. Go read out
Yes,
loud.
absolutely. Thank you so much for having me, Donna. I appreciate it.
All right, see you soon.